So there's a trend going on right now online where women are talking about things that they get to enjoy now that they are divorced. I have just separated for like the first 2 weeks from a very toxic relationship. I have two beautiful children, we have pets, and so here are some of the things that I now get to enjoy. I get to wear perfume that I like that he hated. It was something that I had wanted to try. I got like a little sample kit of some really cool perfumes that were like, supposed to be gothy. And I really liked one of them and I smelled it. I'm like, oh my God, he would hate this. But I like it, so I'm going to wear it. Another thing is I can leave my kids' cartoons on all day. I love cartoons. I love kids' cartoons. I think they're absolutely wholesome. So the fact that I get to leave that positive vibe going on in my house all day makes me happy, and it makes my kids happy, which also makes me happy. So this is something that I get to also enjoy, just watching my kids be happy. Another really cool thing that I get to enjoy is helping my oldest child enjoy his bedroom finally. He was gifted a full-size bed from his grandfather, which is lovely. Problem was is that it was used and it came with old nasty sheets. So after almost 2 years of having this bed, I was like, you know what? He deserves something nice. So I bought him a gorgeous comforter set with matching sheets, and he has been sleeping so comfortably in his bed ever since I got that, and I can tell he really, really likes it. Another thing that I enjoy, because again, it's spreading love, is I got my dog professionally groomed for the first time. He's a big Labrador mix. He doesn't have much fur, but he was getting stinky, and ever since having our baby, I have had a lot of trouble trying to keep up with his grooming, which is understandable. My ex would have never justified the cost of having a mobile groomer come out and work on him. When the mobile groomer was finished, which was super fast, she said he was an absolute delight. He got lots of treats. He got his nails done. He got his teeth cleaned. He looks like $1 million. And that's because, he got his pampering. And that makes me feel really special that that happened. Another thing I get to enjoy, pet related, is I have a cat with anxiety, and she has started coming out of her hiding areas, and she's actually been coming up to me for more affection. She's been able to come up on my bed and just really, really enjoy being around me, which has been amazing. Another amazing thing is that my dog has been able to sleep on my bed without getting kicked off, because my ex used to be up until like 4, 5, 6 a.m. in the morning. Weirdo. And every time my dog would be comfortable and sleeping soundly, he would kick him off. And I'm like, what the heck? So now my dog just sleeps comfortably on the bed with me, and I get to sleep in the middle of the bed where it is the most comfortable. Another thing too is that I'm no longer walking on eggshells. This guy would absolutely freak out even if I said the wrong word. Now, like I said, toxic relationship. Not all marriages are like that, but if you feel like you're walking on eggshells around somebody who you're supposed to love and who is supposed to love you, I would reevaluate that relationship and see if it's actually worth the anxiety of living under. Another thing that I also have noticed is my grocery budget is significantly smaller, and my amount of food waste is almost non-existent now. He would constantly order out, and it was, of course, we all know it's super expensive. He would also constantly go out and go drinking with his buddies and, just waste a ton of money on literally nothing. Now, I'm not dogging people going out and spending time with quality friends. I do not think that is a bad thing. We all need community, and I think that's actually really healthy, especially men needing friends. But there is a difference between having friends and having just drinking buddies. And he had just drinking buddies, and he was wasting so much money just being intoxicated constantly. And it's like, that is a giant chunk of our budget while we have children. And it's not a healthy environment for them either. Another amazing thing I get to do, nothing. I can sit around and enjoy just cozying up with a blanket and a book and not having to be responsible for somebody else's entertainment. Another thing I get to do, I get to go to bed early and not have to listen to somebody complain that I'm not hanging out with them enough. I'm not spending enough quality time with them. It's like, sir, we live together. Not anymore, but we lived together. Like, how much more quality time do you need out of me? That I between the kids and the house and everything, it's like, if I need to take time for my own peace, I need to take time for my own peace. And now I can actually do that and fully relax. It is beyond lovely. Another great thing, and I'm so sad that I wasn't doing this before, is I can be honest with my sisters and my friends about why I can't hang out with them right now. I'm in the middle of dealing with some crazy custody stuff, so once that's all settled, because I have full confidence in myself as a mom, I'm going above and beyond, what's required of me. Once that's all handled, I'll be able to actually make time for my family and my friends and make the best of it instead of having to worry about, oh, I need to be home because of this. No, the only reason I would need to go home is the baby needs to go to bed. And I have zero problem with that. That's a healthy boundary that I can stick with. Not, oh, he's texting me wondering where I'm at, even though I would have told him exactly where I'm at. Another amazing thing, too, is that my house is actually cleaner without another person here contributing to the mess. Now, my mother-in-law did come and clean a little bit to help me out. She actually did a lot of work, and I really appreciate her for doing that. But now it's easier for me to maintain because I don't have a grown toddler creating crumbs on my floor, leaving clothes everywhere, leaving nastiness in my bathroom sink, which I actually had to unclog it twice since he's left. And now it works perfectly. So I don't have to worry about disgusting messes. And part of that also is that I actually have time to clean now. Certain men are extremely needy with attention, and he was one of them. If I got up to do anything in the house, he said it's making him anxious, that I need to sit down. And it's like, that's super controlling and messed up. So, no, I need to do the dishes. I need to scoop the cat box. I need to vacuum. I need to take care of the laundry. I can do all those things, keep up with it so much easier now. It For 2 weeks, my basket of laundry has never overflowed. My children have not gone without clean clothes once, which honestly the baby never has anyway, but I was able to also reorganize my son's dresser so it makes more sense to him, my oldest child, and he's able to, see what he actually has instead of panicking and having to, do laundry all of a sudden in the middle of the night because he realizes he has nothing to wear for school. Another thing I can do that I just absolutely love is take a walk and not have to tell anybody what I'm doing. If I want to go take a walk with my baby and my dog, I'm going to go take a walk with my baby and my dog. It is so refreshing to be able to just go out and do whatever I want. Another thing I can do, and I'm not going insane on this, it's just like one or two little things, is I can purchase things that I genuinely want. I was able to buy a pair of cheap headphones where the quality is decent and the color of the headphone case matches my phone case. And I love coordinating things like that. And I'm somebody who doesn't buy like a million things like that. I stick with one theme for like 3-4 years. So for me, that works beautifully. Another thing I plan on doing is reorganizing my bedroom so it just works better for me. I still have a ton of his stuff in my house, but once we're able to kind of pare that down, I'll be able to just breathe and organize and create space for myself that feels like mine. I'm going to be able to do things that are just for me instead of having to accommodate somebody else, especially accommodate somebody who was never happy with what I did. If they had like one minor critique about something, it would become a huge issue. And I would always think to myself, why is this a problem? Why are you creating a problem where there doesn't need to be one? Obviously, just a very confrontational person and needed drama in their lives in order to feel like there was something fun going on, I guess. So, yeah, just sharing the positive things, the small things, but also they feel real big when you add them up. The positive things in my life that have happened since I've lost this toxic relationship. If you feel like you're in a relationship where you're just not happy, things aren't going the way that you need them to for your own inner peace, either, talk to your spouse and be honest with them. If you feel like you can't talk to them about that, then that is a massive red flag, and you need to do yourself and your children, if you have children, a service and find a way to create that peace, even if that means you need to leave that relationship. I cannot tell you how well my kids have been sleeping, how well they've been eating, how well they've been able to open up and talk to me because they don't feel obligated to have to carry somebody else's emotions and reactions. Please, if you are in a position where you cannot function in a happy way in your life, find some resources, get help, and get out, because that is not a healthy dynamic. I already feel like a brand new person. I think I've already lost 2 or 3 pounds just from lack of stress, even though I've got a new form of stress. That is manageable to me compared to what I was dealing with this toxic ass relationship. So please take care of yourself. That is first and foremost. And if the partner you're with does not understand that, they are not worthy of you.